Well, howdy, 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 nearly senior citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to this. It is, let me move my mouse down. I use a PC, not a Macintosh. Of course, every computer is a PC. I mean, the PC just means personal computer. So even if you're using a Mac, guess what? You're using a PC. It's a stupid argument on that one. My personal computer runs Windows 10. I really thought Windows 7 was about the best. Windows 8 was a travesty. And Windows 10 is a step above Windows 8, but not as good as Windows 7, in my, purely subjective opinion. But it is 7 a.m. It is Friday, the 7th of Juli. At least in Germany, it's pronounced Juli. I don't know about anywhere else. It's July in the United States and most English-speaking countries, at least one other one. UK, probably Canada. I don't know. With non-English speaking countries have their own names for things, of course. So I don't know what everything is called. I know some German anymore. I studied German for 4 years in high school. At some points, I and a friend, when we were studying German, we spoke German to each other. We occasionally noticed that we would think in German, which was frickin' awesome. But then, after that, I went into the Air Force in Germany for 2 years, where I spoke fluent German with German nationals that I worked with, and spoke German to German nationals out in Germany. So it was awesome, but it's been, I was 26. Was I 26? I was, no, 19, 20, to 20, to 22. I was 23. Where did I get 26 from? I was 23 when I got out of the Air Force. So it's been, 33, 43, 50, it's been 30 years plus since I've really spoken any German. What little I know, I do things just like, it's like, if I have to say, excuse me, I'll just say, even now it's entschuldigen Sie bitte. As I go past people, I don't say thank you most of the time. I say Dankeschön to people. I do stuff like that. I just know little bits and pieces, Ich kann nur ein kleines bisschen Deutsch sprechen. Nur ein sehr kleines bisschen. Oh my, yes. So, yeah, on that front. Just, that came out of nowhere. Just thought I'd mention it. And then I've got a semi-page here of subjects to talk about, but only in desperation because my life is boring. I don't do much. After yesterday, when I finished all of my videos here, I walked to the post office, I think. I might have, but past that, I didn't do anything else. I just stayed up here, tried not to fall asleep in the heat, watched videos, fell asleep in the heat anyway, and did the occasional walkie thing. Last night, I went to bed at, I can't remember the time, 1 o'clock, there it was. And I didn't really do anything. I did mostly sitting around and the occasional walk. My life is pretty boring. The only exciting things that I do is like make videos. And then when I'm not doing that, I'm just playing games on my own or watching YouTube videos, or I don't do anything exciting at the moment, so there's not really a lot in my life to talk about. But I'm hopefully going to be going to the cannabis store today to pick up some cannabis. I have $100 of cannabis money to go purchase cannabis, and that's gonna last me as long as it possibly can. So, but past that, my life, things are just boring. So I did go on a walkies today, and I took the action cam with me, and so I'm hoping to get 2 walkies videos out of that. I left when it was dark, 4:30 in the morning, and so it picked up going from dark to, hey, it's morning time, and I thought that was a pretty cool thing to get. So you're going to see morning in Shelton, Washington. Yay! Where I yammer as I walk. And hopefully it's going to sound okay. It got pretty windy, and I tried blocking the little mic on top You see, the problem with a mic, of course, is if, wind hits it, if it just hits the microphone itself, it's going to pick up the interference and because it's going to shake the things and it's going to get picked up. And that's going to be loud. So, you recess it. But the thing is, with physics now, just the physics of life, because it's in a recessed area, wind whistles as it goes over an indent. And so you're going to have the turbulence of the wind going over the top of the mic without hitting the mic. So you really can't win no matter what you do. So it's going to be... I tried blocking it, like I say, with my hands as I walked, so hopefully it's going to come out okay. I can't remember if I've showed you before. This is the action cam. Well, now I've got to center myself since I moved. I am so goofy, I've got to stay centered. Oh, that's pretty close right there. This is the action cam. So when I go out walking around, I have this to keep the loop around my wrist so that if I drop it, and I'm good at dropping stuff, it's going to go like that. And you have to turn it on, and so I walk around carrying it like this and talking into the plastic box as I walk. I feel like a lunatic, basically. If people watch me as I walk around talking like this to myself in this colorfully loud plastic box. I don't know how well you can see. It's kind of in, there we are. Sort of. You gonna focus on that? Nope. Here, let me turn off autofocus and then drag that out. There you go. You see that? Yeah, I gotta watch the display. I don't know what happened, but during the move from the garage that I lived in to here, the display thing got smashed on top. Works fine. There's nothing except that if you it's the USB. Something got knocked loose on the USB connector. It'll charge just fine, but it won't connect if I hook it up to my computer. It doesn't see the thing anymore. I gotta pop the memory card out, and I've got, let me get this off my wrist. I've got this, which is a little mini card read writer. So I just popped that into a USB slot and then popped a little mini SD cards into the top of that, and then I just read the card. This thing costs like, I don't know, $8 at Walmart. So it's pretty cool that you can get little cheap things like that to just plug into your computer and make go. Definite thumbs up. So that's what I was out walking around and doing things with. So yay on that front. Let me see if I take a look at my list here. I've talked about going walkies. I've talked about hopefully getting cannabis. I've talked about how there's nothing going on in my life and I'm thoroughly boring. Let's see. Oh, yeah, there was. I can't remember this one post I was going to talk about how the robber barons have taken over. There were the old robber barons. Sorry about that, moving my pop screen there. The old robber barons of old, they talked about in the 1800s, where they were the rich few using their money to control everything until we thought, of course, they've been busted up, except no, they haven't. The robber barons have always been in control and are still in control, and except in just having money in the US, they're controlling stuff worldwide. I mean, it's a very small number of mega rich people that have mega money. Very small. That when they talk about the 1%, it's literally that. There's like, what is it, 50 or 100 people in the US that are mega billionaires. These are the people that have always had the money, always have had the money, and have always used their money behind the scenes politically to get power. And now they're not even making any semblance of hiding it. It's just blatant and open. So we've never had a real democracy in the US. It's always been a plutocracy. If you have the money, you make the rules. And I don't know what's going to happen in the U.S. because things are reaching a breaking point hard. I mean, the robber barons with their war on the poor are being just blatant. Take a look at all the stuff that's happening in the U.S. with the Republicans trying to dismantle what's left of the government. Now, yes, Republicans and Democrats are both two heads of the same body, but the Democratic head of the body is still trying to keep small little people alive for the future so that they can devour them, look into the future, whereas the Republican body has just been destroy because we have power and we're going to keep it. So, yay, two heads of the same body. I don't know what's going to happen. I mean, there's probably going to be bloodshed. I sincerely hope not. You know, the promise of the United States has always been a kind of a joke. I mean, there was legalized slavery all the way up until, like, we think, till the 1940s. Except it's still been going on up to the 60s, and it's still happening now. We are sending all of our prisoners out to work in fields for corporations. So yes, you literally have scenes where you've got white guys on horses carrying shotguns in 2017 to make sure that the black prisoners picking cotton don't get away. Slavery has never gone away in the U.S., and it sucks. I mean, I've got white privilege, and I do. I mean, I've had white privilege and male privilege my whole life, which is one of the reasons that even at 54, I'm dirt poor and no real hope of getting anywhere further than where I am. I'm still not out on the street. I've had people helping me, and if I weren't lily white or male or all that, I don't know. I mean, I'm not specifically talking about right now. I'm talking about through my whole life. I mean, I have never been anything but grateful for any help I've gotten throughout my whole life. I've only really started asking for help since the year 2000, though. Before that, I was caught up in the whole, you know, you make your bed, you live in it, you shut up, you suffer in silence, until my alcoholism almost killed me and I asked for help. And that opened my eyes, that you don't have to suffer in silence, you don't have to suffer and die, that there is hope and help. Where on earth did I start from on that one? Oh yeah, white privilege and male privilege and all that. It's like, yeah, I've been dirt poor and in trouble, but yeah, it's still helped. That's one of the reasons I can go walking around at night and I'm not too worried. Were I, you know, say a young black guy or even an older black guy walking around at night, I've had the cops following me before they just go on. I have no thought in my mind that if I had been of a different color, I probably would have been stopped and talked to. In my maleness, good golly, Miss Molly, I wouldn't go out walking at night if I was a woman. It's not safe. So yay. But then that, you know me, I'm a social justice warrior, liberal cuck. It's a snowflake too. Except, you know, the only snowflakes that I ever see are all the conservatives and Republicans always yelling about, "Wah, the nasty left called me this." Wah! Who's the snowflake? But anyway, enough of the politics. Friends don't speak politics or religion, or they don't stay friends long, do they? So let's do a little, oh my God, I can't. I was going to talk about military reflections, but I'm at 16 minutes and change. I need to go through to my comments page so I can thank all of you people for leaving me comments. I'm going to open up a full 24 hours worth of comments so I can thank 20 to 25 people for having left me comments. Thank you so much for having left a comment. A good comment, a bad comment, and a different comment. They're all equal in my eyes. Thank you for having left a comment. Even if it's a terrible one, you get me out of my head and into the world so I can away from this landscape behind my eyes and between my ears. Not very pretty at times. Now, I'm going to do my best to pronounce the name, but if I mispronounce your names, no disrespect is intended. So there is Ola Theastrox. Thank you very, very much. And Wiki, thank you, greatly appreciated. Jared Scoggin, thank you very, very much. Azaya Yavia, thank you, greatly appreciated. Patrick Drew Sisson, thank you, greatly appreciated. Morgan Gaskin, greatly appreciated. Secretly 365, thank you very, very much. Oracha Metal Terror Oscuro, whoa, thank you very, very much. Cool name. Charles Richardson, thank you very, very much. And Wolf Moon 5200, greatly appreciated. Tracy McGill, thank you. Joe Moody, thank you very, very much. Zeppelinator 427, I have no idea if I'm at the proper counting. For all I know, I skipped a whole bunch of numbers. I think I did. Metalhead, thank you very, very much. Tant Person, thank you, greatly appreciated. Janelle O, thank you. And Maya, thank you very, very much. Stephen Desmarais, thank you, greatly appreciated. Joe Moody, thank you very, very much. Mika Mach 5, thank you, hello. And Duncan Buchanan, thank you very, very much. Ice Damon, thank you, greatly appreciated. Laura, thank you. And then there is Francis Wright, thank you very, very much. And last but not least is, looks like Rickards Cockers. It's got a lot of accents and umlaut, so I'm not really sure. But thank you very, very much, greatly appreciated. Holy smokes, 18 minutes and change. I don't even have time for my greetings. How did this happen? Well, anyway, though, I'm going to go through. No, I'm not. If you can check my links, that would be awesome. Greatly appreciated. Just click show more. They open right up. There's a whole bunch of stuff. My thanks to every single one of my Patreon.com patrons. My thanks to everybody who's donated to my GoFundMe campaign. Thank you all so very much for helping to keep me alive. I wouldn't even been able to stay in this house this long without all of your help. So thank you so very, very much. If you want to check out those links, that would be awesome. You don't have to, but it would be cool. I don't even have time for the Patreon.com. Well, thank you to all my Patreon.com patrons. Next time, I'm going to have the list back up here again. I'm at almost 20 minutes. What on earth happened to all the time? If you could subscribe to the channel, that would be awesome. You know, if you want to, you don't have to, of course. You know, if you don't like the videos, don't watch them. You don't like the channel, don't subscribe. You're not quite sure you want, just don't bother and save yourself the trouble. But if you do want to subscribe, thank you so very much. And I will do my best to keep you entertained until the end of time. I'm at 19 minutes and 50 seconds. I've got a reaction video coming up. I got a game video coming up. You take care. Have a great day. And I will see you on the flip side. Where on earth did the time go?